I know Dan Hughes loves it. So do some of the other hosts here that garden. My parents are crazy about it. Julian's dad, who's in his 80s, is he still in his 80s or is he 90?
91
91 now. Invented this because as a senior, he was having difficulty using a regular shovel. And as someone in my 50s, I have difficulty using a regular shovel. It's just not engineered nearly as well as this guy. So Julian's here. We have new colors for you this year, the lime and the pink, which have already gone into our second ship date. So we have 2 ship dates. We have yellow, which is going to ship out to you still on February 10th. If you want the lime or the pink, it will ship out to you February 29th, and we have far few quantity of those 2 colors. They're all new this year, though, because you've changed the handle.
We did. We changed the grips, and we made the grips wider and softer than normal than what we had last year. And the reason we made them wider is because we want you to be able to wear your gloves if you have some garden gloves, so you can fit them in here. Also, the gentlemen that have larger hands can fit their hands in here. A little bit more robust grip. And as Carolyn said, we have them now in colors.
I love it. 2 payments of $22.46. This is customer top rated with how many hundreds of 5-star reviews?
All 5 stars.
Did you lose count?
It's
all 5 stars. All of them are 5-star reviews. That's incredible.
100% of the people would recommend it to a friend.
That is incredible. Do you know how few products get all 5-star reviews?
Not many.
Every single person loves this, and you will too. Let's show your daddy.
Yes, he was 81 when he came up with this, and the reason he came up with this is because he couldn't dig anymore. He had 2 artificial hips, 2 artificial knees, and it was just really painful for him to use a regular shovel. And we'll show you a regular shovel in a minute and how that works and doesn't work. And he decided to take away from a regular shovel what prevents it from going into the ground. So he came up with this concept called the Spearhead Spade. And as you can tell, it's very pointed. And it's also shaped like a spear, right? All these continuous edges here are constantly going out like a spear, and they're also sharpened from tip to tail. So as you're using this, it's going to be slicing its way all the way down the edge. And the more you use it, the sharper it's going to be, because when you first get it, it has this coating on it, and then it'll start wearing that coating off the edges. I'm going to show you what happens when you use a regular shovel. Here's the difference between a regular round point shovel that most of you probably have in your garage at this point, right? You can tell it's a much narrower blade at the very, very tip, and then it gradually gets wider and wider and slices its way into the ground. I'm going to show you with a regular shovel, and this is a simulation here of some roots, and I'm going to put my full weight on this. And hopefully the cameras can zoom out a little bit so they can see me standing on this thing.
He's jumping up and down on it, and they're not cutting.
Right, so it's barely going through.
Pressing into the ground, but it's not going through. But watch with very little effort how the spearhead shovel pops right through there.
So you can see how easily, I'm not putting my full weight on this.
Right.
You know, and you can see how much difficulty with my standing multiple times on the other one.
But where you did step on it, I want everybody to see there's a lip. This is another thing I hate about regular shovels, because it hurts your foot to step on that sharp edge. This has a bent lip, so even if you're wearing something like a soft little sneaker or flip-flops or whatever you like to wear, you can garden with it.
Exactly.
Right.
We also made the blade extra hard and extra thick to be able to withstand digging in rocky soils, through the clay, through the roots that you're going to be cutting through.
This is our January gardening item of the month. It's a huge item. We love that you love it. This debuted 2 years ago, and Julian sells it for a lot more money at the garden shows, don't you?
Yes, we sell them for almost 50 bucks at the garden show.
At the Philadelphia Flower Show, Julian will be there with a line around the corner at his booth, because everybody wants these, and they're spending $50 a piece for theirs. You're getting yours for 2 payments of $22.46. Yellow is popular. It's the only one that can ship out to you right away on February 10th. The lime and the pink will have now to wait until the 29th of February to ship, because our original quantities have sold out of those 2.
And you can see here on the B-roll that's going in, you can do transplanting. And we had this one lady who had 25 roses, transplanted 25 roses, and was able to survive all 25 of them. And you're able to do detail work and not disturb a whole lot of plants, but then you're able to do large stuff like bushes and cut all the roots and all the way around it, and then when you get ready to pop it out, it just pops out, as you'll see.
And this tool is lightweight, but it's so strong. I actually use it to break up the sheet of ice that forms on my driveway and my sidewalk under the snow because my snowblower doesn't get that ice off of there. This does, it cracks it up, and then I can just flip it off into the yard. So I use this year round, whether it's winter, spring, summer, or fall. It's one of my absolute all-time favorite garden tools.
We have another demonstration here we're going to show you. Normally you'll put weed block down, and I've put 2 layers of weed block to make it extra tough for you, and you cannot go through this stuff with a regular shovel. And when you have to go back after a couple of years to replace some plants, it's very difficult to do this. Well, with our shovel, it's a piece of cake. I'm not even going to put my weight on this.
Okay.
I'm going to show you how easily it goes through this stuff. You know, you can make your X's to put in your plants. You can cut through.
Look at
so
that.
Easily.
Now, and that's a double layer.
That's a double layer
And
of
it's
weed
hard
block.
enough to cut through one layer with a regular shovel.
We had one lady that bought this, and she was all excited. She dug down about 4 inches and couldn't get any further. So she's digging, and said, "Oh, I'm really frustrated." Come to find out, she was digging through a piece of plywood that was buried in the ground.
Digging through a piece of plywood. Oh my gosh. Well, let's show the rocks. This is what a lot of people call us about and say they use it for because you have really rocky soil, or maybe you've just got some rocks in normal soil that are down a few inches, right?
Exactly. And with regular shovels, because it's so wide, you're spanning multiple rocks at once and you're not going anywhere. With this, because it's of these angles, it's going to glide off the rocks. You can see how it's gliding off. Watch. Any direction I go, it doesn't matter. All the rocks get pushed away. Like a wedge splits wood, it's pushing the rocks away rather than trying to push them into the ground.
I know, it's great. I have very rocky soil where I live. I have like a quartz vein running through my woods. So there's these big rocks buried way underneath, and even if it's a big boulder, you can at least flip it up and kind of roll it out of the way because you got a point on the end of this. And this is made so well. The shaft itself is actually there's
extra long
like
socket.
a baseball bat under there, right?
Well, we've made the socket longer than normal. First thing that's going to go on a shovel is the handle. You're going to break the handles. We don't want you breaking handles. So what we did to prevent that from happening is we made the socket longer than normal, 3 inches, and then normally it breaks here, so now it's not going to break because it's supported by metal. Pull treated fiberglass, very strong but very flexible material designed to bend without breaking. And inside it, like Carolyn said, is a northern ash hardwood core. So you have double reinforcement, triple reinforcement, extra hard, extra thick blade. But the whole point of the product, it's about getting into the ground when you can't get into the ground.
And you can do it yourself, ladies. If you're watching, ladies, I use this product by myself all the time. I love this tool. It has saved me so much work. You can get pink this year. You can get, and look how lightweight. I've got 2 of them. It's not a big, heavy shovel. It's very strong, but not heavy. You can get lime green or pink shipped out the 29th of February, and you can get the yellow shipped out the 10th of February. The handles are new colors, or new on all of them. The yellow is a returning color. All right, over 8,000 ordered this month. It's our January garden item of the month. It's very, very popular. It has all 5-star reviews, every single one, and you guys love it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tell your dad.
Once you buy one, you buy multiples because you're going to love it so much. Thank you
I got
so
one
much.
for my mom and dad too. All right, thanks, Julian.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a hot pick coming up later in the show. It is the Paradise solar lights that I talked to you about. It's a 10-piece set.